Okay, I know I'm a little late, but what better way than to start off your week and end your Monday than with me? You're welcome. Hi, everyone. I'm Ashley, and welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are you? If you follow me on Instagram, you know I've been planning to give this to you for a couple days. I'm a few days late, but please forgive me. Before we get started, you know I have to ask, are you subscribed? I forgot what I was supposed to ask for a second. I'm getting old. Anyway, are you subscribed? Hmm? You still have time to subscribe. Listen, we're going to keep running this special. It's free. It's so free to subscribe. All you have to do is press that little red button that says subscribe on it, and you will just be in the know. No, you'll just be here. You'll be a part of us. You'll be a part of my little section of the internet here. But also, in addition to hitting subscribe, please hit that little notification bell down at the bottom so you're notified when I upload and post. Huh? I'm just I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Come join me. It's time. You've been watching the videos. You might as well just go ahead and hit subscribe. It's okay. I'm looking at my hair in this camera and I saw a TikTok and the guy was like, I didn't watch it fully. But the premise was like, y'all with the pixie cuts, you can either be giving Nia Long or Miss Shirley. And I definitely feel like I'm giving Miss Shirley. That's okay though. That's okay. Because I sweated out my hair on Saturday and Sunday. And you know what? This is what we got. I haven't washed it yet. So until I wash it, I'm gonna be giving Miss Shirley. But you're not gonna fight me, and I'll still date your dad. So there's that. Anywho, all right, let's get into it. So two topics today. By the title of this video, Saints and Sinners. Yeah, we got that's what we'll be talking about today. So yesterday, let me give you a little premise. This first section is just going to be some random thoughts. The second section is going to be some more organized thoughts, but still random thoughts. First of all, let me also give a disclaimer. I am nobody's expert. Nobody's expert, baby. I'm just someone on here talking. So please don't ever take what I'm saying as like truth or heart. It is my wholehearted opinion, and I'm just here. I'm just someone on the internet with a camera, with a camera and a mic, babe. That's it. I am nobody. At most, I'm a sociology major. I'm a student right now. That's really cool. But I haven't even gotten into like the thick of the studies. So I'm I'm just somebody with a camera. All right. So yesterday I was laying in bed needing to get up for church. And I just didn't want to. So let me give you a little backstory. Pre-pandemic, about 2019, I was at church 4 days a week, Sunday through Wednesday. Sunday was regular service. Monday was praise dance practice. I was one of the praise dance instructors. Tuesday was choir rehearsal, and then Wednesday was Bible study. I think I was teaching Bible study at the time, or just going, one of the two. And it was kind of tiring. And we were like full in the office, going in the office. I'm getting off work, being home for like a few minutes, and then hightailing it back out to go to church. So when the pandemic hit, I was like, whoo, whoo. I hate what's going on in the world, but also I love being at home. This is fantastic. I'm just gonna lay here and rest with my Wi-Fi, my cable, and my snacks. I was so excited. So when, things kind of tapered off and we started doing things back in service, I agreed to go to church 2 Sundays a month. I cut out all the extra ministries because I really just didn't want to be a part of them. Some of them haven't started back up, but I just didn't want to. So I'm not. But I'm giving the House of the Living God 2 Sundays a month. And sometimes I didn't do it, but lately I've been better. Now, fast forward to April 2025, I'm at my Sunday quota for the month. I have met my 2 Sundays. Okay, we have the Super Bowl of the Sundays, Easter. We had that, and then I was there on first Sunday. I got asked to participate in Youth Sunday. Now I'm not a youth. I am not a youth by no means. I haven't been a youth for a long time. Long time I haven't been a youth. But I guess I'm young adjacent. And sometimes when you don't have people around to do the things that you need, you ask who's available. And I was available. Now, I had not planned on going to church this Sunday. And when the young lady who oversees Youth Sunday said, "Hey, do you mind doing this, and that?" I should have said no. Excuse me. I could have said no. No, I won't be there. But I was like, well, I guess I'm not really doing anything. I guess I could pop in and pop out. Like show up real quick and then go back home. And so I was like, all right, I'll do it. Sunday rolls around and I'm like, why did I do that? I didn't want to go. Why can't I just let my no be no? And I don't know if anyone else has, been in church and just felt like you had to show up all the time. I've gotten better at saying no in the last couple of years, but sometimes it's still just like, no, but I have to be present. No, but I have to do this and I have to do that. And then other times it's kind of like, maybe not other times, but in addition to that, it's like, okay, well, God's going to bless me. It's like, do I really want to be doing things just because God's going to bless me, or do I want to do them because I want to? And then if I'm doing them and I'm doing them begrudgingly, am I really going to get blessed? Because God loves a cheerful giver. And giving just isn't monetary. Giving just isn't monetary. It's giving of time, energy. And if I'm giving you this funky energy because I really wanted to be somewhere else, is it really worth it? Is God really gonna bless that? I don't think he's gonna bless that. Not if you're showing up angry and or just like stressed. So I pull it together, and as I'm pulling it together, I'm tripping off of what to wear because I have to speak a little bit. And I don't know if y'all have been, some of the church folks watch me. Hey, hi guys. I still love you. But I grew up in church in the 90s, and in the 90s, 90s and 2000s, you still very much had church clothes, okay? There was no jeans and blazers and sweatsuits. There was none of that. You had church clothes on. And if you're a woman, you had on a skirt or a dress. And I'm still very much in that. Sometimes I love a good pantsuit now. I love a good romper. I love a romper. And I will wear jeans to church. And it's not to say that my church is very they don't push that too much. If they're come as you are, we really just want you in the building because we really just need you to know Christ. So they're not really like sticklers for that. But when you grow up in that era, in that time, some of the things are still on you and you're still unlearning and unpacking and figuring out what works for you and how you want to show up in the world or show up in this space anyway. So I'm ironing my clothes or I'm looking for clothes to wear. And I'm like, I really just want to throw on these jeans. It's Youth Sunday. I can throw these jeans on. I could do that. No, but you should find something like dressy. No, but it's still Youth Sunday. So I'm really just in the tizzy. It is really fueling my whole little, I should have just said no. Baby, I was stressed. So I eventually just threw on a pair of loose-fitting jeans. Listen, look here. And if you were gonna wear, if you tight clothes aren't really, permitted. Or things that like show off your body. Speaking to the growing up in the church clothes era, like even if you did step outside, you still need to be in certain parameters. You still needed to be modest. Now me, I developed early, so I did catch a little bit of flack in my like teens and early 20s. And I'm like, baby, I fell off a tree like this. I don't know what y'all want me to do. And I'm grateful for my mom because even she was like, she fell off the tree like this. I don't know what you. My mom was very much like, I'm gonna do the best I can, but it's only so much we can do. So, anywho, I threw on some loose fitting jeans and a sweatshirt and I went on about my day. I was gonna pop into church, do what I had to do, and then go. But then I told myself, I was like, if my parents show up, I will stay. And as I'm grabbing my purse, guess who I see walking down the aisle? It's my mom. So I was like, all right, I guess I'll stay. But I'm not mad that I stayed. I'm not mad that I stayed at all. I did get a very good message. Our praise and worship leader sang down. So that was fantastic. And then just some confirmations that I needed and or I got some confirmations that I needed. And then I also, it just was revealed to me in some areas that I need to strengthen, especially in this season of my life when I do want things, um, or it is time for a little transition. Like I really do need to petition the throne, like I know who God is. So I don't know why I said all that. Just navigating the church world as a almost 35-year-old woman. It has been interesting. Just it just has been. And I don't know what I want to say next. But yeah, first of all, I still love the Lord, okay? Let's start there. Now, this is in no way to be like, don't go to church. I'm still gonna go. Okay. I'm not gonna forsake the assembly. But maybe going forward, I'll be a little I'll be a little good on my no. But God always gives us sugar to go with our vinegar. No, I didn't want to go. But like I said, I did get what I needed from the service. Amen. Amen. All right. So, this may be contradictory to that whole statement, but sinners, the movie of the hour. Let's talk sinners. Okay, initially, hold on. If you're not familiar, I'm not getting ready to talk about sinners as in the people. I'm getting ready to talk about sinners, the film. A vampire film, written, produced, directed, all that stuff by Ryan Coogler, starring Michael B. Jordan and a host of other folks. Some folks you know, some folks you don't. And I thought it was phenomenal. Initially, I wasn't going to see it. I saw the trailer and I was like, whoo, whoo, this looks this. I scare easily. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this one, huh? I don't know. But I, curiosity got the better of me. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna go see it. And it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be demons and blood and dragging folks to hell and just a whole bunch of other stuff. Because that trailer it was so good, but it was so like, woo, it was intense. I was like, oh, Ryan, I rock with you, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to rock with you on this. I just might buy a ticket and you can have the money. I'm always gonna root for the black person getting their money. I just might buy a ticket and not go. But I thought it was gonna be rough. It was not rough. And honestly, it's not even scary. It's a vampire film. And if you like vampire films, then I think this will be okay. You'll be fine. It is a little gory. It is a little gory, but I can handle a little bit of gore. And I was surprised at how much gore I was able to handle because usually blood just sends me into a tizzy, honey. Like, it used to be real bad too. Like the sight of blood, it would like my feet would go numb. Like you know how when your foot falls asleep and you got that tingling sensation, the status, that would happen, but that did not happen here. I was fine. It was great. Me and my homie went. Very grateful. I'm glad I went with somebody. I was like, I'm gonna need to go see this. I need company. So yes, it wasn't scary. There were so many messages. It was so layered. There was so much that you could take from this film, which I think is great. That just speaks to how great art is. Like, good stuff. Good art makes you think. Makes you think. Beyond what you see, or it relates to something you've experienced, or it makes you think about something you never thought about before, which is really cool. Now, I'm not necessarily here to talk about the movie and any themes in the movie per se. I want to talk about the fallout from the film. Now, if you are a chronically online person like me, uh, you've seen some of the dialogue, the discussions, the think pieces around the movie, and it's a lot. Like there's a lot of stuff out there. Lots of people giving their opinions, lots of people giving their hot takes, lots of stuff, lots of media, right? And it really kind of saddens me because the discussions can't, they can't, they're not going in the way that I think that they should. The internet is not a place for fruitful, healthy discussion. A lot of people just don't lack the depth. Hi, I meant to say don't have right there. They don't have the depth. Please forgive all my grammatical errors. I am so sorry. And I almost didn't put the video out for that very reason, but you know what I meant. Okay, I'm going to back to what I was saying. They are unable to really see outside of their own perspective. They're not giving, they're not graceful. They don't have the scope, the bandwidth, the knowledge, the history. They don't have those type of things to even have a fruitful conversation. And I think that's unfortunate because social media is supposed to be social, right? But if all we're doing is tearing each other down in the process of just dissecting this film that we all seem to have enjoyed, what's the point? And also, how are you going to tell somebody that they interpreted a movie wrong? I don't understand why there are so many people who are like, no, this wasn't right. This was right. That was wrong. And I can't believe that so many people missed this. Missed what? It's a film. And it's a film that you can watch over and over again. You may not have caught everything the first time. So, what this type of thing, so again, let me find my words. People, oh, hold on. Okay, sorry, I'm back. What was I saying? These type of discussions or these types of movies kind of bring out like two type of people. People who just really don't know what they're talking about, but are talking a lot. And the people who kind of do know what they're talking about, who have the education and degrees, and then they're calling everybody else dumb. Like everybody else dumb. I'm not saying that's all that's out there, but it is a good portion. Those seem to be the more elevated takes. And it's like, guys, let's everybody take a break. Everyone just needs to go outside and touch grass. Like, what are you doing? You don't need, we don't need to be calling people names or be calling people coons or be calling people just all type of weird stuff because of a take that they took from a movie. First of all, at the end of the day, this is fiction. You can't be treating people poorly off of fiction. I just don't think you can do that. You shouldn't be doing that. We just need to work on being kinder to one another, especially strangers on the internet. Don't be weird. Don't be weird. Second, if you're unable to take another person's perspective and really hold it as their own perspective, then I don't think you should be engaging in any type of these conversations. The cool thing about the internet is you can curate your experience. So if you only want to talk to people who agree with you or are on the same stance as you or have the same stance as you, then maybe you need to go find those people. Or don't have these discussions on the internet. Call a friend. Join a movie club. I said I wanted to start a movie club this summer. I don't know if I'm still going to do that. Friends that do watch this, remind me about this movie club. But yeah, again, I'm just a little person with a microphone and a camera. I know I can't change the world and I know this stuff is still going to happen. But I hopefully somebody watching, if you're engaging in debates on the internet, heated debates on the internet, I want you to ask yourself why. At some point you just gotta be like, you know what? You got a player. This if that's what you think, you're allowed to think that. Now, granted, I'm only talking about like movie stuff. I'm not talking about like racism. I'm not talking about stuff like that. I would hope you block those people and like report them to their job. Yeah, so please be sure that you're having good, fruitful conversations with people that you like and enjoy. Anywho, I've got some notes. Now back to the film. Yes, it was a vampire film, but whatever. To hell with all that. The thing that really captured me the most was the yearning and the desire between Smoke and Stack and their women, Mary and Annie. Even the desire between Sammy and Pearline. Like, yes. Absolutely. Give it to me. Inject it in my veins. Maybe I'm just in my lover girl era, but babe, just everybody was so in love only for the night. It was so good. I just talked about the Lord, so I'm not going to talk about the fact that everybody was a munch, but Ryan Coogler, I wasn't familiar with your game. Forgive me. That's an agenda we can push, baby. Anywho, y'all nasty. Stop being nasty. Yes, I really just love the love between Smoke and Annie. They were definitely my favorite. Like, you love this man, but he gotta go do what he gotta go do. But you still want to cover him, you still want to protect him. And I was like, let me start praying for this man. Let me start praying for the man that I want. Okay, let me start covering him because for a long time, I was like, I'm not tying up the main line about no nigga. I'm not gonna do that. For a long time, I was like, I'm not going to God about nobody's son. I'm not tying the main line up for that at all. Are you crazy? He's got world hunger to deal with. He needs to heal the sick. Me on the line about some nigga? Absolutely not. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. But then I was like, prayer is a good sign of love. It lets them know that you love them. It's fine. It's okay. Go ahead. God will listen. He cares about what you care about. And if it's that man, then it's that man. Whatever. So, yes, and I love that Annie was this thick, busty, brown skinned woman with natural hair. And not only was she the love interest, she was the wisdom. She's essentially what saved the day. Kind of, I really love that. A brown skinned woman, a thick, busty brown skinned woman being loved out loud is always gonna be my favorite song. Please inject it into my veins. Okay. I really enjoyed that. And I know the people think that not Annie, Marion Stack it was just a love filled thing, a lust filled thing, and it wasn't. That man Stack knew that they could not be happy together, and he knew that she just needed to see something bigger than the delta where they were at. So to love somebody and know that you cannot be with them, but still want the best for them, I think that that's great. That does speak to true love to me. To me. I don't know about y'all, but to me, I thought it was great. And I know that kind of the main message is people are saying, don't mess with that white woman. But babe, what I really think we need to take away from this film is that white man's money ain't gonna save you. That white man's money is not what you need to be successful. As a matter of fact, chasing that white man's money is what's gonna get you killed. Because everyone thinks it was Mary, not Mary. Yes, Mary. Everyone thinks it was Mary coming back and turning Stack. Mary would have never went out there if Stack was like, we need some money. If they wasn't both trying to use her privilege to their advantage, she would have never been out there. And everybody would have danced the night away, and the juke would have gone on for however long it would have gone on for. Huh? But everything works for the power. Because granted, it was a whole vampire shootout, but the Klan was on the way the next day. And if Smoke didn't already have a chip on his shoulder, who's to say that the Klan would have gotten taken out like that? Huh? So they can't terrorize no more. Listen, God always gives you a little sugar to go with your vinegar. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Or do. I don't listen. Whatever. All right. That's enough. This is long. I keep saying, I didn't even say 10 minutes this time because I knew I was going to go over. Anywho, if you, Big Mama, I'm almost done. If you enjoyed this video, please comment below, share your thoughts. Did you go see Sinners? Did you like it? If you saw it in IMAX, you think it's worth it? Should I spend the $30? Should I do it? Because I saw the IMAX ticket and I was like, whew. But I heard it's worth it. Let me know. Oh, I just got a very good notification. I am going to call y'all later. I will see y'all later. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Okay, bye.